Okay, welcome everybody to Thursday's DSD Thunder Hangout. It's 2 o'clock. It's Thursday the 14th of May, in case you're watching this in recording. First of all, got some really sad news. Mark unfortunately can't be with us. He's been called away urgently. I don't know how I'm going to cope on my own. He's my sidekick. So I'm going to have to try and carry on my own. I can hear all the groans out there, but Mark sends his apologies and he'll be back next week. We have with us Anneliese, who's from very sunny and hot Lanzarote. She'll be talking to us in a bit about how she joined DSD, the struggles that she's had, purely by where she is. It's a fascinating story. Many people would have given up being in Anneliese's position, but she's carried on and she's starting to get the rewards. Before we do that, though, I just want to quickly talk about DSD 2, which is being launched, as you know, in the near future. It's being launched at the DSD event in Dallas at the end of this month. And then it'll be rolled out to the rest of us shortly afterwards, probably within days, I should think. There's a lot of concern about DSD2. What is it? How's it going to affect us and whatever? So I've had a chance to speak to Kenya over in America, and although she can't go into details of exactly what the changes are, because obviously that would spoil the launch at Dallas, what she can say is that none of us will be disappointed. There is going to be all the products that they sell will be better, will be improved, the training will be improved, the software is going to be improved, and she said that even the UK is going to get certain software that we've been asking for a long time. She didn't go into any details. I could guess, but I might be wrong, so I'm not going to mention it either. But so as far as DSD2 is concerned, exciting times, and it will be rolled out probably by the end of this month, so we'll see. The other thing I want to mention, and it's a question more than anything else, global shipping program. I know that some of you and I also sell on the global shipping program. Now, I know obviously what I do to get it on the global shipping program, but I don't know what the buyer sees. And the reason I'm asking the question is I've got a customer from France who wants to buy a particular product. So I said to him, well, rather than me give him a price for shipping, why doesn't he go through the global shipping program? And he couldn't find it on the item that I had listed. And the item I double checked is part of the global shipping program. So if any of you out there know what the buyer sees, I'd be really interested to know so I can share it with other people as well, because this is a question that's going to crop up over and over again. I get a lot of requests from people throughout Europe and Australia and places like that, wanting to buy my items. But if I can steer them towards the global shipping program and tell them what to look for, that would be useful. So instead of me answering questions, I'm actually asking one now. So if any of you out there know what the buyer sees and how they generate a sale, a purchase, sorry, under the global shipping program, you could let me know. I'd be grateful. Right, what I'd like to do now is introduce Anneliese. Anneliese, as I say, is from Lanzarote, and I signed her up, seems like a long time ago now, but I don't know, she'll tell me. Bless her, she's had horrendous problems trying to get going purely because of where she is. I'm not going to talk anymore, but I'm going to hand you over to Anneliese, who's going to tell us a bit about herself, where she's from, how she got involved, the problems that she's faced, and how she's currently overcoming it. Over to you, Anneliese.
Hi, hello, hi. Now, I'm Anneliese. Tell about myself. I'm Dutch, and I live now for 5 years here on Lanzarote. And yeah, it's a lovely island. with a lot of sun and sea, and maybe you know about Lanzarote a little bit. How I involved the DSD? It was, I think, in January or February. I don't know anymore. There was Sandra put something on Facebook, information about DSD, and so I get in contact with Sandra and Steve to go in this DSD. I didn't know then there was difficult for me here on the Lanzarote to do this, because I cannot sell in Spain and in England, and also not in Holland and Germany. I have to, because I'm living on an island. That's the problem, and that I don't have an address in England. I have an address in Holland, but I don't know what the problem is. But they saw, I think, on my eBay address that I was working here at the island. So I started to do the Amazon and the eBay in Spain. Now, because my Spanish is not so good, I have a problem with title and everything. Just a friend of mine look at the Spanish part, and it was okay. But the problem with selling is huge. You don't sell nothing, because you have a crisis here in Spain, and it's not going good. It's not going well. But I believe in this product, and I want to go on, and I still want to go on, and stars on my name to go to sell in England or America or another place. What I did now, I make all eBay accounts on, and Amazon, and email addresses, and I on all different names, and I buy little product for myself, so I can rank myself, and I get my stars. And I think at the end of the month, I go selling. I do the selling now in England or America. I don't know yet. And but I still believe in this product, and I want to go on with it. And I think when I sell in the UK, that it's going to be good. I know for sure that's going to be good. That's a little bit how I think about everything, Steve.
I think you've been amazing. I know people that have given up after a very, very short period of time. People that have given up because they didn't get a sale, for instance, within the first week. So I congratulate you for keep going, and I just know that you will.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just know that you will do well, because you've put the time and effort in. And once you start selling in America or the UK, yeah, or both, you will do very well. But I think most people, if not all people that are watching this, will say, well, I probably would have given up by now, but you haven't. And yeah, those that don't give up are the ones that will do well at DSD domination. So I think yeah, you've done extremely well. So what's the weather like out there then?
At the moment, the weather, it's 42 degrees. We have a kalima here. It's the wind is coming from the Sahara, and it's very, very hot. And with a lot of sand in the air and dust and everything. But tomorrow it's over. We have this kalima 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah.
But now it's hot. Yeah. Very and I'm going. Sorry?
Very similar weather to here in Leicester. You know.
Yes. How's the weather in Leicester?
It is 12 degrees here in Leicester, cloudy and about to rain. So it's not quite the same. Yeah. It's
a little bit the weather of Holland, I think.
Yeah, it's not nice.
That's why I moved from Holland to here.
Yeah.
Because not only because of the weather, but it's for 70% of the weather.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why we want to move. Sandra and I want to move to Portugal. Is the better weather.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you're right. If you get it, I think if you can, and you can live, you can afford it, and you can live a place what you like. And with DSD, it's possible because you can work at the end of the world with DSD. If you have only computer and access, the beautiful thing about this work.
That's right. That's right.
That's when I want to move in. That's so nice. You only need your laptop and your access to the internet, and you can work.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of DSD, isn't it? You can move to the most remote parts of the world. You can even go on holiday to the remote part of the world, and as long as you've got the internet, you can do this job. So I don't know a business like this that has proved to make money. There are loads of businesses advertised on Facebook that make wild claims, but this one, with a lot of work and effort, you can actually make a good living with this. So it's good. And with DSD2, which is about to be launched, looks like it's going to get even better. So that's nice as well.
Yes. Yes.
So,
when this is online?
What, DSD2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, DSD2 will be launched at their Dallas event weekend after next, I think.
Okay.
And then everybody else throughout the world will know about it probably within a few days.
Okay.
I've asked Kenya to try and update us as the various packages are announced and improvements are announced at the event, to try and let us know on DSD Thunder. So we may get to know within hours rather than days, but obviously she's going to be very busy, so it depends whether she has time to do that. But rest assured, Mark and I will be trying our best to get the information as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Yes. So, okay, well, thanks very much, Anneliese. I'll come back to you at the end.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, and good luck, everyone. And I hope that everybody does a good sales and everything.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Good luck to you, Anneliese.
Okay. Thank you, Steve. Bye.
What I'd like to talk about now is a return case that I had. Came through, where are we now, Thursday, came through the beginning of the week. I sold a gazebo, and I think most of you are going to read between the lines when I tell you this story. I completely forgot about the sale, and all of a sudden, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, I got notification from eBay that this person wanted to return it. So I sort of thought, well, I can't even remember selling it or when I sold it. So I had a quick look on my system and found I'd sold it 21 days ago. And I checked the tracking, and they'd actually had it in their possession for 19 days. This is not the first time this has happened, and I'm sure it will happen to a lot of you as well, where items like gazebos that are bought for a particular event, normally, when that event's over, these people try it on and trying to return it. Fortunately, for a change, I had my wits about me and counted out the days and realized it was 19 days. So I politely told them that unfortunately they're outside the return policy. The downside is because they opened up an official returns procedure, the money for that item is frozen for 30 days unless they escalate the claim. If they escalate the claim, then they'll lose and the money's released straight away. But if they don't escalate it and they let it go its course, then I have to wait 30 days for the money to be released by eBay, which is a bit of a pain. But having spoken to eBay, they confirmed that, I'll get my money one way or another. But just be aware that people will try it on with these type of goods. Things that are bought for a particular one-off event or one-off occasion. Once that occasion's gone, they may try to return it. Another one I had this week turned out to be innocent, but I was very suspicious in the beginning. I sold a power washer, and I got an email, sorry, I got a message from eBay, from the customer, sorry, via eBay, saying that the washer wasn't powerful enough. Now, and they wanted to return it. Now that suggested to me they'd used it, otherwise how would they know it was powerful enough? Then within 15 minutes, I got a second message from the same customer asking me if I could return it, if they could return it, because they want a better one. So of course I asked the question, has this been used? Because if it's been used, then Amazon aren't going to accept it back in a used state. Therefore you're not going to get a refund. So he assured me that it hadn't been used, it was still in its box. So I arranged for it to be collected. It was collected on Tuesday, and surprisingly, Tuesday night, I got a message from Amazon saying they'd refunded my account. So straight away, of course, I refunded him. But it's strange how suspicious you get doing this job, because people will try things on. But in this particular case, it was innocent. You know, just be aware of these things. So that was that. And this is going to be a short webinar today because I haven't got my sidekick with me. So I can't take the mickey out of him. We can't see his cute puppy. So that's the end of that, really. I'd like to thank Anneliese for coming on. Fascinating story. And that's why we asked her to come on, because I've seen firsthand the problems that she's had. And I think she's doing extremely well under these conditions. Next week, we have an international superstar coming on. No, it's not Mark. It's actually Oberon who's coming on. She's an honorary member of DSD Thunder. She runs her own team. In fact, it's probably easier to say what she doesn't do. She's coming on next week as one of our guests, and can't wait for that, because I think she's got a lot to offer. So, Anneliese, is there anything you'd like to say before we switch off?
No, I don't have to say anything. I wish everybody good luck and have a good sale, and everybody doing splendid.
Excellent, thank you, Anneliese, and good luck to you too.
And maybe someday people come to Lanzarote, then I can show you the island. I love it to do that.
Right,
maybe we can make a good webinar here or something, a live webinar with all the people here. Good idea.
I think that's a brilliant idea. Right, so come on in, guys, let's get booked up and go to Lanzarote.
Yes.
So thanks everybody. Hope you've had a good week. Hope you have a good week leading up to the next Thursday. Enjoy the weekend, and needless to say, if you have any concerns, problems with anything, then please contact your sponsor. Don't just sit on the problem, or come to Mark or me, and we'll do our best to help you. So have a good weekend, and speak soon.